Good morning. Today we are going to see this topic electrostatics. It's the first lesson in 12th standard. Electrostatics is a chapter which deals with the study of charges. So what is meant by charge? Charge can be a positive charge or a negative charge. So plus Q is a positive charge and then minus Q is a negative charge. So what does electrostatics actually mean? It is a study of electric charges or bodies at rest. So, it is about charges of stationary bodies. So, this chapter we are going to deal about the dipole. So, point charge due to a dipole. So, what is meant by a dipole? Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is called a dipole. So, I have mentioned here this is the small diagram. Normally, a dipole is mentioned like this. 2 point charges, one is positive charge, another one is negative charge, separated by a small distance d. It is called a dipole. So here in this particular topic, we are going to actually see the effect of a dipole, that is charges, total charge due to a dipole. Here we see use this value of k. What is k? This is called 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is a constant. So epsilon naught is the permittivity of airspace. So this particular value k is used in calculating the point charge. For example, the potential due to the point q, that is the positive charge q, equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r1. This is a formula we use. So this is potential due to plus q equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r1. So here due to this point charge we are calculating the potential due to this point charge is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r1. Similarly for minus q we calculate 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r2. Since here we use r1 and r2, these two distances between the points B and P and A and P. So the distance between A and P is R2 and the distance between P and B and P is R1. So here we use 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R1 for the point Q and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R2 for the point minus Q. So this is potential due to the positive charge and the negative charge. Now the total potential is calculated. So this is the formula we use for total potential. V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So this is the formula we use for calculating the total potential for point Q and point minus Q. The point P is far away, that is A is this point P is far away, then A is less than R. A becomes very less than R. Then using the formula for the triangle POB. So this is for the triangle POB, R1 square equal to R square plus theta square, R square plus A square minus 2RA cos theta. This is the formula we use. And since this A is very less than R, this component is eliminated. R1 square into R square minus 2A cos theta by R. Then R1 is the root of this. It becomes R to 1 minus 2A cos theta by R to the power of half. So using binomial theorem, this can be reduced to this expression using binomial theorem. So 1 by R1 equal to 1 by R into 1 plus A by R cos theta. So this is the simplifying notation of this expression using binomial theorem. Similarly for triangle AOP, here the formula slightly changes. Here it becomes, instead of this here this value of theta, and here this is 180 minus theta. Since it is 180 minus theta, this value becomes plus 2 RA cos theta. That is 180, since cos theta equal to 180 minus theta, the value becomes r square plus a square plus 2 RA cos theta. Now this expression here it changes to plus, and finally here also the sign changes to plus. Okay, and here the value changes to minus. So this is for the triangle AOP. So the changes we have made for AOP. Okay, we have calculated this 1 by r1 equal to 1 by r 1 plus a cos theta by r, and similarly 1 by r2 equal to 1 by r into 1 minus a cos theta by r. Therefore v equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square. So this is the formula. And instead of this 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2, that is 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2, we replace this 1 by r1 by 1 by r into 1 plus a cos theta by r, and 1 by r2 by 1 by r 1 minus a cos theta by r. We take this 1 by r out. Now 1 by 4 pi epsilon into q by r square, 1 plus a cos theta by r minus 1 plus a cos theta by r. Here we cancel this 1. Now the formula becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon into q by r square into 2a cos theta. So instead of this 2aq, we replace it by p. Now the expression becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon into p cos theta by r square. This cos theta is a vector quantity which is normally represented by this cap. So p vector into r cap. This is unit vector r. Hence p cos theta is replaced with p vector into r cap. That is the unit vector of r. Therefore this expression can be reduced as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into p vector r cap. Now there are three cases. Case 1, if p is near point plus q, that is a positive charge, theta becomes 0, then v equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into p by r square. So this expression is reduced, the final expression. And near minus q, theta becomes 180, that is minus 1. Then the formula changes the minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into p by r square. And third case is point on p, that is the point lies on p itself. Point is on p. Then theta is equal to 90 degree. Then the value of v 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into p by cos theta by r square becomes 0. That is the final value becomes 0. So there are three cases: case 1, case 2, and case 3. Point near plus q, point near minus q, and point on p, that is on the line itself, on the coaxial line itself. So in all these three cases, the value of theta changes. The first case, the value theta is equal to 0. Hence, this expression becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into p by r square. Then for second case, theta becomes minus 1 minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into p by r square. For the final case, v becomes 0, since theta is 90. So that's all. Today we saw the derivation for electrostatic potential due to a dipole, and we saw the special cases of case 1, case 2, and case 3. In the next class we will see the expression due to a dipole in an uniform electric field.